here. A couple of getting us started songs here.
Suitcase of charm says the nation's fine, no cause for alarm. Talks and riddles, spins a tale so smooth, but the streets tell stories that don't approve. He waves to the cameras, a grin on his face, while the truth hides deep in the darker place. No crime, no pain, no misery to see, but the shadows whisper that's not reality. Cyril's coming to town. Cyril's coming to town. Fairy tales flying, spinning words all around. A tie and a practice round, but the people know better when he's not around. He blames the past like it's yesterday's ghost. Says he's cleaning up, but he's doing the most. Promises stack like bricks in a wall, but the cracks keep showing they're seen by all. Ooh, in Summit, the spotlight's a stage. It's like glitter, but they don't engage. The people back home, they're tired and worn, living in a cycle where hope's been torn. He says, I see no evil, I hear no cries, but the truth's a river that never tries. I see no evil, I hear no cries, but the truth's a river that never dries. Cyril's coming to town. Cyril's coming to town. Fairy tales flying, spinning words all around. He's got a suit, a tie, and a practice round, but the people know better when he's not around. Hey,
All right, it's Cyril's coming to town, folks. Yeah, so Cyril's coming to town. Well, he's not going anywhere. He's losing popularity. All right, so one more, we'll get it started. So we started a little bit earlier. Thanks to 51 people currently here, 2 minutes, 41 seconds in. In case you didn't notice, I'm wearing my damn hat. This is my damn hat. I know the text is backwards on the screen, at least it looks that way from here. This is my damn hat. This is my damn t-shirt. Here you go. From the Hoover Dam. Wear that damn shirt, that damn hat, where I went this afternoon to the Hoover Dam, 37 miles from Las Vegas. But of course, it's also Cyril's big blunder, and he's making another big one. We're going to talk about Cyril Ramaphosa on tonight's Night Owls. Yes.
yeah, man. Serious times down in Johannesburg. Watch
Indeed.
the fire now. Listen. The horns. Oh, yeah. The stage was set, the lights were low for the big G20 show. Leaders coming from across the sea to talk about the world economy. Johannesburg was dressed to impress, ready to clean up the global mess. But before the first gavel could sound, a different kind of noise started going around. Now everybody talking about Cyril's big blunder. He lighting the match while we standing under. You think you're smart with the devious smile, but you're burning down the bridge for mile after mile. Oh, Cyril's big blunder, what a heavy price. When you're playing politics and rolling the dice, the party is cancelled, the guests wouldn't come. Now we dancing alone to the beat of the drum. The young see politicians step up to the mic, spewing out words that nobody like. They open their mouths and the fire jump out, insulting America, scream and shout. They're telling tall tales, they're telling the lies, right there under the African skies, and the media catch it. They run with the ball, they amplify the noise until the whole thing falls. Talking about Cyril's big blunder, he lighted the match with the devious smile, but you're burning down the bridge for mile after mile. Oh, Cyril's big blunder, what a heavy price. When you're playing politics and rolling the dice, the party is cancelled, the guests wouldn't come. Now we dancing alone to the beat of the drum. Yeah. Watch the house of cards.
It's all come falling down.
It's tumbling on.
That's right. Hey, Cyril, my friend says hello.
I look at the president sitting up high. I see that little twinkle in his eye. He cracking that smile, that devious grin, while the diplomatic ice is getting very thin. You think the eagle gonna take that heat? No, sir, they won't take a seat. No one cause them at your Josie party. You chase them away, you're acting too hearty. Yes, it was big blunder. He lied in the match while we standing under. You think you're smart with that devious smile, but you're burning down a bridge for mile after mile. Oh, Cyril's big blunder. What a heavy price when you're playing politics and rolling the dice. The party is cancelled, the guests wouldn't come. Now we dancing alone to the beat of the drum. Yeah, yeah, they're staying away, America.
Yeah, not coming to the party in Joburg. No, man, not for us. The man who oversaw the total collapse of South Africa is Cyril Ramaphosa. 32 years in the making. Accelerated under Cyril. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. It's Night Owls here. It's Chris. I know it's morning for South Africans, but it's here. It's dark. It's night. By the way, that thing's lit up tonight. They put lights on that for the first time. That thing is called the Guitar, I think. That hotel I was talking about, it's being built as a circle. One of the refugees I went to Hoover Dam with earlier. So yeah, the lights on it. Pretty cool. But it's going to be a guitar, a hotel shaped like a guitar. It's taking shape. I have to get a picture of the lights on at night. Pretty cool. Just off outside the window here in my lodgings at the Jockey Club. So at the Hoover Dam today, I'll talk a little bit about that, but also talk about the bride that I went to with South Africans. So this is the water I got from the Hoover Dam. I stuck in the freezer to get it cold. Hope it didn't freeze up on me there. Come on, turn. It's not playing nice here now. So I had this earlier at the Hoover Dam. It was so nice. A little pricey, but tourist prices, so it's not frozen. This is Hoover Dam water, and they've infused it with electrolytes, added the taste for taste. Really, electrolytes give it taste? I don't know about taste, but it's not bad at all. No aftertaste from that water from the Hoover Dam. There you go, out of Lake Mead. Cool beans. Anyway, the Bugger Off Bunny, one of the refugees gave me a new Bugger Off Bunny. So this is going to join the other Bugger Off Bunny on my shelf when I get back. I'm going to have a little collection of Bugger Off Bunnies. Right, so earlier today, I had a bride with about 25 South Africans, mostly families. Well, I think they're all families, to be honest. And literally lovely. And I have to say that things are going much better here in Las Vegas for the vast majority of the refugees than they are for refugees in some other locations around America. Other than the fact it was hotter than blazes out there today, people had a really good time. I enjoyed the braai. Had some nice stuff. I had some malva pudding. Yeah, South Africans in a malva pudding, and it was excellent. A little bit of ice cream with it. So yeah, that was nice. And the South Africans really, not everybody came out to see me, but most of them did. So it was kind of them. I appreciate that. I used to drink these like crazy when I was younger. Capri Sun. I haven't drank in years. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. So plenty of things to talk about tonight's program. If you've got questions, folks, you want to ask me questions, you can ask questions. That's your damn job. Mad Max is moderating his damn job. So the ride was fantastic. The people were wonderful. I got to meet original 59 in person. The last time I saw 59 in person was Earl Langton. Of course, I met 3 of the 59ers in person, actually more than 3. I met 10 of the 59 people who came over. I've now met in person. Met 7, 11, at least 11 or about a dozen of 59 South Africans who came on May 12th last year to America. I've now met in person, starting with Earl Langton and his family in Birmingham, Alabama. From there, in Twin Falls, I met, let me just more math than that. There's 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 13, about 17. I've met about 17 of the original 59 refugees now in person. No one can say that except the officials that greeted them in Washington, D.C. No one else has ever seen them all gathered in one place, but I've gone to 3 different locations to meet them. So, yep. So, pretty wild stuff there, folks. It was awesome. And yeah, so another milestone. And today was lovely. The bride was fantastic. The company was fantastic. But I have to say they were very generous too. I wasn't expecting a gift, but the refugees here gave me a gift, and this is a really kind gift. It weighs a ton. I'll be careful getting it home, but check this out. This is the gift they gave me. Oh, who was that, Alan? Thank you for the 99 Rand. I need to open that up over here. I can't see the chat very well. There it goes. It's much better over here. Thank you for that, Alan. Yeah, so they gave me this. I'll show you in a second as soon as this video loads. There we go. All right, so yeah, they gave me this cross. Isn't that cool? Now, I looked at it and I thanked them for it, and I said, I guess I should have told you I'm a Muslim. No, just kidding. But it says grace, love, strength, trust in the Lord, a friend, loves at all times. May the Lord bless and keep you. Hope, amazing grace, live, laugh, and love. Faith, hope, love, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Faith, the joy of the Lord is my strength. Lord, hear my prayer. Rejoice in the Lord. Really nice. It's a beautiful cross. I've never been given a cross before in my life. I don't recall one anyway. So I have to say that I'm very humbled by this gift. Of course, the cross, we've got the barbed wire up here, which is where they restrained Christ. Really awesome stuff. This thing weighs, I could take somebody out with this, but I'm not going to use it for that. But yeah, it's lovely. I felt kind of silly because when they gave it to me, they gave it to me in a bag, and I just acted like I was a kid, and I just ripped all this paper out and tossed it on the ground, and they were kind of smiling. And after I finished looking at the cross, I realized that the paper was also about God, grace. I felt such like a heel. Like, oh gosh, look at that. I tossed the paper on the ground. So I kept all the wrapping paper, and very kind. So very nice. Unfortunately, the bag ripped on me, but I wasn't going to carry the bag anyway. So this tore on me later in the day because that cross is heavy. So that was very kind of them. So I got a little bling for myself when I went to the Hoover Dam. I got this damn hat and I got this damn T-shirt. So, and then one of the refugees gave me this damn bugger off bunny. But the refugees went with me to the Hoover Dam. Very kind, bought me a gift. I was not expecting this. Very kind of them. It says, warning, my sense of humor may hurt your damn feelings. This, I know it's backwards, but this will be definitely displayed in my office from time to time. Every time I get a whiny crybaby in the chat, I'm just going to lift this sign up and go, warning, my sense of humor may hurt your damn feelings. Yeah, it may hurt your damn feelings. I think that's pretty good. This one's just because of Arctic. It's not for Arctic, but it's because of Arctic. So you know how Arctic hates my bell? Well, I got another bell. Let freedom ring. America's 250th birthday. So Arctic is going to hate that, but I got myself this one here. So yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. Hey, Second Channel USA is $20. Thank you. That's somebody who's come over. Thank you so much for $20. Why didn't you give me a damn blue bull shirt? I've got plenty of blue bull shirts. And then, so, you know, the Oosthuizens have Bruce the service dog. Levi has Bruce the service dog. So there's a story about a stray dog that wound up at the work site, and he became a pal of all the workers and hung out with them, and they took care of him. Unfortunately, he fell asleep on their truck, and somebody drove over and killed him, but he is remembered. There's a plaque. They buried his remains because he was such a great companion and partner. So they still recognize that dog today. It's like a black lab. So he wears a little service vest here, says the Hoover Dam. So this is my service dog. Anyway, there's my service dog. So I got a service dog too. Isn't that cool? He's got a little vest on. He's got his little vest here. So yeah, he's got a vest on there. It says Hoover Dam on the back. Anyway, yeah, so a little bit of bling. Got some other smaller things, but yeah, I haven't been to Hoover Dam a long time, and I don't remember the last time I was there. Anyway, good stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, cowbell's great. Yeah, I know that Georgina Samuels lacrosse is a very special gift, very unique. Yeah, Arctic is going to love that cowbell knot. All right, yeah. So, well, some of them, a couple of them are gifts. The rest are ones I got. So anyway, but this is pretty cool. I'm going to save this. This is a nice container, aluminum. It's got the Hoover Dam on the back there, and it's got, yeah. So the company, I guess, is Path. But man, this stuff when it's cold is really good. Oh, it is a sad story about the dog, but I mean, it happened 100 years ago. Sometimes I need an emotional service dog with this crowd. That's true. Definitely true. Anyway, thanks to the 115 people currently here for Fluffy Navel. What's called? Isn't that a drink? Isn't that a mixed drink, Fluffy Navel? Anyway, so yeah, the trip is going very well, folks. I was really knackered yesterday. Vesperlin, so it was really great meeting in person today. Likewise, Vesperlin, it was wonderful. I enjoyed it. So people ask me why I do this. I like meeting people, and South Africans in particular. Interesting bunch, interesting crowd. I met some truly talented South Africans today, some truly motivated South Africans today. The complex where a lot of these folks are living is lovely. Quite nice. Actually, saw someone's apartment on the inside. Nicer than most of the rental apartments I lived in when I was renting places my entire life. Pretty good. Yep, they already have a puppy. Vodka says, we thank you. You're very welcome. Yeah, I know. Daily Investor, those who say be affirmative action must stop or dreaming. Well, Cyril Ramaphosa, he he wants to be a martyr, and so he's going to keep it up, and he will be a martyr, and that's what's going to happen. Yeah, no, it's not often I get 8 hours sleep, but I was knackered, man. That's just, But I did wake up during the time a couple of times, but I was just completely knackered. And I woke up this morning and felt like I was getting sick, but I wasn't. So, yeah, you heard me on that stream this morning. I was hacking a lot. Yeah, Cyril Ramaphosa is just looking. He's cruising for bruising. He wants to be a martyr. Well, we won't be bullied. Well, Cyril Ramaphosa wants to be bullied. That's what he wants. Hey, Momo, what's going on? Cyril Ramaphosa wants to be bullied. Metal Chewing Gum, how are you? Yeah, the crowd here in Las Vegas was wonderful. Really enjoyed meeting them. I'll be meeting up with some more of the refugees tomorrow, or some of the refugees I met today again tomorrow. So that should be interesting. We'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, some very talented people here, some wonderful people. The rye was wonderful. The malva pudding was tasty. I'm not a fan of it, but it was good because it's not really pudding, man. It's more like cake. But I've never been a big fan of it. It's ironic, as much as I care and love South Africa, not a big fan of South African cuisine, which people can find hard to believe. If you have a permanent job offer in the States for a company that worked for, and we go through the refugee program, will they send me to the state? No, there's no guarantee. You can tell them that. You can of employment from the company, and if you've already worked for the company, you can show them pay stubs. And if they're smart, they'll try to arrange it, but there's no guarantee. So if that happens, my recommendation would be to let the company know they're resettling you somewhere else, and that you will try to relocate. And if it's a good company, they'll probably pay for you to relocate, maybe even put deposit down for a place for you to stay, help you find a place. That would be my recommendation. Okay, that's my recommendation. Pona snook. Okay. Is Nevada a common place for resettlement? Not really. It's hard for me to answer that question because it's difficult, because there's all kinds of people that are here visiting, and the workforce in the service industry is largely Hispanic here or white. So I don't know. I don't know where the cross came from. I didn't ask that question. If it came from South Africa, that'd be really amazing, because that's a hell of a thing to bring. I think they bought it here. I mean, the country full of people of faith, so it probably is something that's bought here, would be my expectation. Chances coming to do an interview in Richmond. Well, Mad Max, it's a long drive, and I've got to sort out my schedule. I've got 2 more weeks of work to do with the War College. I get a break this week, and then let me check the calendar. I think it's the 4th I go back, so I think that's next week. Yeah, maybe it's the 6th. Yeah, so yeah, I got off this week, and I think the next week is when I go back for 2 weeks. So I have to figure it out. So, hey, George, what's going on, man? I miss you. It's been a long time, George. Been a long time. Yeah. Unlimited Frappuccino. I'm going to cut back on the Frappuccinos. I didn't have many of them for a long time. I think I'm going to also cut back on a lot of things. I'm looking at myself, and because I'm not walking, I think I'm getting heavier, and that's not acceptable. I don't need to be fat. So, pizza party, what's going on? It's me again. A tip, a ton, a million. Yeah, there's a hell of a lot more than a ton. It's a buttload more here in the United States. So, tons and tons more than there is in South Africa. There aren't many jobs at all for South Africans, but there's tons of jobs here in every field. This is a great place as far as I'm concerned if you're going to start out, because there's tons of jobs, entry-level jobs. If you got young kids in your family or young adults, you can start off in the casino industry, you can start off security industry, you can start off in all kinds of things. It doesn't take much, it just takes a little bit of effort. Well, that was dry. Mario Kart World. Been advertising on the Capri Suns. Okay, Mad Max, I'll take a look at it. I am coming to Virginia, but I mean, I have to figure out when that's going to be. I've got 3 more trips in mind for the next few months. I've got New England in mind, I've got Virginia in mind, and I've also got Florida in mind. The New England will be costly and time consuming, but because it's going to burn a lot of petrol, I'm not going to fly up there. Although I suppose I could try that, fly to Boston. Those flights aren't that expensive. The Virginia trip will be by driving, and then the Florida trip have to be flying, and that's not cheap. Mel Chewing Gum sent me an email, WhatsApp, an interview. Yeah, I'm keen to do interviews, but I can't do them unless it's in person while I'm here because I need to do it from my studio or in person. So that's the issue there. There are several people who reminded me about the interviews, and I'm happy to do them once I get back. But again, then I'm going to have 2 weeks where I'm doing work college, so it's not easy to do. Yep. All right, so cool. All right, so Cyril's big blunder, man. This guy just keeps stepping on his crank. We won't be bullied. I talked about this earlier. 8 weeks here, multiple interviews. Friday ahead, second interview for another job. So, there's tons of jobs. I don't know why. See, that's one of the things I talked about with the refugees today. I said, I really don't understand things. You know, you get this from South Africans, but it just shows you how effective propaganda and ferrayas are misleading South Africans. Oh, you won't get a job in America. How could you not get a job in America? 4% unemployment. How could you not get a job? You don't have to fulfill a 4.3% quota as a white male to get a job in management. If you have the talent, you can be hired for management like that. It doesn't matter if 100% of your managers are white or if 90% or 60%. Nobody gives a flip. You get hired on merit here, not based on skin color. So, I mean, I don't know how anybody could even sit there going, well, I won't get a job. Well, good. Then don't come here. We don't want whiny crybabies. Stay in South Africa. Stay in South Africa and live with the piss-poor mess that you helped create by voting for the wrong idiots and letting Codesa take place. No, I don't know how people ask that question, can I get a job? Also, I talked about earlier today when I was doing the program, the Sunday edition, I talked about, I'm puzzled why people keep sending me things. And I understand they're desperate. I get that. But why anybody would think that I have some kind of influence over the Department of Home Affairs in South Africa? I have no influence over them. I can't help you. I appreciate your situation, but I can't help you. Pizza Party saying thank you. For what? Oh, you're telling Sally. Yeah, Rabapo's no longer poking the bear. He's jabbing the bear with a friggin', stiletto. Well, too bad for them, Meerkat, because who do they think they are? The Grand Poobah? You come here, you have no credit history, you have no driver's license, you have no experience, you have never been here, and you expect to walk into a job as a CEO? I mean, that's just ludicrous. What kind of people have that world? Those are destination shoppers, and they don't need to come here. It's like the lady who said, the only job here for me is waitress. And I didn't say this. My thought is, yeah, and? What, are you too good to be a waitress? I freaking used to bust tables and clean horse shit and bale hay, mop floors. You too good for that? Oh, you're 35, so you don't have to start there. Well, good. Keep looking. Hope you find a CEO job. Ain't going to happen with an attitude like that. Yep. Why do I have to keep telling people this too? The stats come out on the 5th, and I do a video every month. I can't give you more numbers until the government releases them legally. I'm not like these people in South Africa, the cock prodders, the Sunnyside Detective, and all these others in the Ferrayas that lie to you and make shit up all the time. I use factual information. If I analyze, I tell you. Yes, Red John, I am going to T-Mobile Arena. I already said that. I went last night, and I'm going again tomorrow night. Yep. I left last night early. I'll probably stay tomorrow night because I won't be knackered. You start from the bottom. But as I talked to people today, I talked to someone today who started volunteering at a place to keep busy. And then one of the managers came over, from the regional manager and said, listen, would you like a paying job? We want you. And this person took the paying job. Worked there for less than a month and has already been promoted. So people who are humble, I love people who are humble. Because, when you watch my show, you don't see my wall full of decorations. You don't see me walk out and pretend that I'm in the Air Force and I'm pilot wearing all these things when I'm actually doing something else in life. You don't see that. No, soul and valor and egos are not welcome here. I like humble people. It's a lot better when it's ice cold. It's not ice cold anymore. Not a big fan of water. But when water's ice cold, when it's cold and the molecules shrank up together, it tastes much better to me. I see it as an opportunity to do a career change. Some of us were pushed in a certain direction due to conditions. Work is work after as long as we can survive and thrive. Exactly. And my position is this: you take a job and get some money in the bank. You don't sit around and wait until all your resources are exhausted and cry about it. I have come across now a handful of South Africans that are useless turds. They're over here. Absolutely useless turds. None of them today. Nobody I met today, but so not here, but other places. And I've been told about a couple people in other places that are nothing but just drags in society. How they ever let them come over here, I don't know, because all they did was export a lazy shit from South Africa to America. Now we have lazy shits over here. I'm with you, Jules. Jules, were you the one that said you were going to meet me yesterday? You don't have to answer that with the risk of being people attacking you. I thought, was it Jules? But you went home somewhere. There were like 3 people. No, maybe it's the day before. That was the day before me. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, I'm losing track. See, there's so many people I'm in touch with, thousands of people in touch now. It's hard to keep things straight sometimes. Yeah, you start with an entry salary. It'll keep you afloat, and you look for. That's what I tell people: take a job, work hard, and you can look for other jobs while you're doing that. Simple as that. It's not rocket science. It's not hard to do. But some people really have attitudes. You guys are fixated on these aircraft flying over South Africa. Well, I don't think anybody's going to conquer South Africa. Nobody wants it. Anyway, so I hope you guys are all doing well, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in. But the 70 of you who haven't hit that like button, 73 of you, what's the problem? Sloth Puppy says, Colonel, you're the legend. Well, thank you so much. Yes, and legend, as Kurt Darren once said. Thank you very much. That was a tribute song to his father, if I recall correctly. But thank you very much. Very kind of you. Appreciate you saying that. So looking to see if I got a cowbell. Oh, it's just a sticker, okay. Yeah, I thought maybe the sticker was messed up. Okay. Yep. No, I don't think it was sour lemon. It was someone else. Losers learn quick in America. It's expected to work. Yep. Well, meantime, I have people that try to work very hard and they get treated poorly and they get screwed, not getting social security numbers, and they're almost out of their ear. So today I sent a letter to Officer Refugee Resettlement summarizing a case about a South African who, within 3 weeks of arriving, was given a water turnoff notification for the failure to pay $756 bill, and now has received a turnoff notice from the electric company for failing to pay his electricity. The problem is this: it's not his bill, and neither is electricity, and it's also illegal for these utilities to turn this off to this tenant because he's not the one that did it. So I'm going to have to call the Public Utilities Commission about this. I don't know when, maybe tomorrow I'll do it in Pennsylvania, and I will fricking rip somebody's ass about these utilities. This is unacceptable. I mean, refugees don't know this. This is a crime. You cannot turn someone's power off. My hip was miserable yesterday, Tinky, and I didn't have enough anti-inflammatory to help. I didn't bring that medicine with me, which is very strong anti-inflammatory. I didn't think about it. It's at home. No, my hip was really hurting yesterday. I was in pain between the heat and being knackered and my hip. It was tough yesterday. That's why I slept for so long. Platinum Bear has multiple plans. Yep. Thank you for asking, Tinky. Phoenix and Sigi are still fixated on that. Yeah, you don't see many planes flying in South Africa because South Africa, the Air Force is pretty much grounded. Yep. Works as a waiter in my 40s to make ends meet. Yeah, well, Smee, you've had some rough roads to hoe. You've had some tough breaks in business and things. So, yeah, you have the right attitude. You've hung in there. I mean, Smee, you're an example of someone that was really down on their luck and things were bad, but you hung in there. Well, Heidi, not only is it a shame, it's also morally bankrupt. Okay, I get a water bill every quarter between $150 and $200. There's no way that a person who's living in an apartment for 3 weeks could have a $756 water bill. Even if you turn the water on and let the spigot run 24 hours a day for 3 weeks, that wouldn't be a $700 water bill. That's just bullshit. And the fact that they're going to cut, I mean, he's not even the same tenant. This is how screwed up people are in Erie, Pennsylvania. So so that was my morning this morning on a Sunday. I was writing a letter detailing the kind I'm telling you folks when you send, if you're in America, what you send to OR, concise, to the point, and all the information so you can do something. Yes, that is Capri Sun. I just had two of them. Two of them, yep. So I've had Frappuccinos, water, Capri Sun, sweet tea, and what else have I had here? Oh, Mexican Coke too. Yvonne Forster, welcome. I did not see you join up. Sorry about that. Welcome to the team. Yep. Smee says, yes, sir, I did. Thank you. I'm now starting to reap the rewards. Well, I'm so glad, Smee. You were really down your luck. I was concerned about you. So concerned about you that I almost sent someone to hunt you down. Yep. I'm not a big fan of pudding, Heidi. I'm not. But then, as I said today, I told the South Africans I'm pretty fussy eater. But then I ate a bunch of the stuff they had there. The braai was good. The chicken was fantastic. Yeah, I just kind of a fussy eater. That's just who I am. But that's it's too bad. That's who I am. My dad used to say, even if you're a street sweeper, be the best street sweeper. Exactly. That's how you move up. You start at the bottom. I can't tell you the number. I could tell you actually. It's been at least a half a dozen South Africans I met who started work and were offered a promotion within a month of working because of their work ethic. So these are the boer who make a plan. Yalla, make a plan. You gotta have a plan. None of this whining stuff. Sounds like the last people who had my house sold the place, didn't pay rates and taxes, they got stuck for the bill. Yeah, see, they can't do that here. That's not even legal. Not even legal. So they can't turn off the power. He can file a grievance with the Public Utilities Commission. So that's what I'll do on his behalf. Yeah, if he files a grievance with the Public Utilities Commission, then they can't shut it off. They have to wait until the Public Utilities Commission reviews the case. This is now if you have a private use, because there's a reason for that. They can't cut your power off. It could be in the winter you freeze to death, or in summertime you melt. So that's illegal. So the Public Utilities Commission has to do an investigation and a hearing. And in that investigation, well, you're going to turn the power off. This isn't my bill. I was in South Africa. How can you turn this off? I just got here. Yep, that's the answer there. My hip doesn't feel better, Ronell. It is in constant pain, but walking is a problem. Yeah, Malva's sweet. That's why, yeah. Yeah, I have a sweet tooth, but I mean, yeah, but the small pudding I had today was very good. I really enjoyed it. I was very pleasantly surprised. Yeah, it's very good. Not that it was so good, just pleasantly surprised that I enjoyed it. That's what's pleasantly surprised about. Yep. Also guilty of letting things go and keep quiet. Shit hit the fan soon. All right, Max. Yeah, you have to be the best at whatever you do, guys. You have to really put your foot forward. I mean, I have always strived to be the best and come in first in everything I do. It's important to put your best foot forward, and you should. You should be proudly putting your foot forward. People who don't do that, just it beggars imagination with me. I don't know how are they raised. I mean, what is their life all about that they think it's okay to just half step and half ass everything? I can't half step anything. First takeaway, we got Arby's. Oh, Arby's is good. We have the meats. Yeah, no, Arby's has the French dip. That's a good one. I had a French dip from Arby's yesterday. So what I've been doing, folks, is I've been eating away from the strip because I ate at Bubba Gump's last night. It was $40. That's too much. $10 fine with me. I had lunch yesterday at the air base, and I paid $10 for my sandwich. I got a Mexican, kind of like Chipotle, but it's a different company called Rio something tonight, and I got a burrito for $10. So yeah, so that was my dinner. That saves a lot of money. No, let's not pick on the no-shows. I mean, it may have been a misunderstanding on my part. I'm not going to beat up on people who said they'd meet with me if I find out. But what's telling is that I haven't heard from those people who didn't show up. That's very telling. So you might be right to pick on them. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, no, I got you, Renault. I hadn't seen a Capri Sun in years either, but they still have them. So I got those at the PX. They used to be, or the commissary. Is what considered expensive? $10 for a sandwich? No. $40 for a meal, that's expensive. That was just me. Imagine if I had a wife and two kids here with me. I mean, we're talking $100 to go to freaking bubblegum shrimp. That's too much money. 124.77, the doctor told me that's too high. What? That's not too high. That's very good, Broken Arrow. 124/77, that's not high at all. Who told you that? That's a good heart rate. I mean, why was 118/58? Not now. That's what it was. Yeah. Oh, oh, Five Guys also. But you go by yourself. Don't take your family because it'll cost you too much money. Five Guys is like crack cocaine, man. I love Five Guys. I had Five Guys in Wales. I've had Five Guys in England. I've had Five Guys in America. Yeah. Pat says, seems not all have that value and get threatened by someone that outperforms them. Oh, I know, I know. This is why the media lies and covers up my reporting, my analysis of everything I do. Oftentimes stealing my analysis and claiming it's their own, or taking credit for things they didn't do because they don't appreciate someone who outperforms them. See, the new don't have the same pride and quality work anymore. It's not just a South African thing, Meerkat. It's prevalent all over the world. I never had Dave's hot chicken. Quality of work determines reputation. Always do your best. Yes, and even when people lie about you, there's people that know the truth. Yeah. Now if I forget where you're at, so the Five Guys is everywhere, man. I'm not a big fan of Philly cheesesteaks. 120 over 80. 120 is considered pre-hypertension. The refugee clinic. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, 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 no. Oh, okay. Maybe it is. Let me look and see. Well, let's see if you're right. Maybe he's right. He says 120 over 30, 130, 120 to 139, and 80 to 89 is not yet in the high range. But it says you could develop a risk of that. So, yeah, I guess maybe that is pre-hypertension. But a normal blood pressure, let me see what I get here. Ugh, are we disconnected again? This stupid network. Oh, I hate this freaking thing. Yeah, looks like it's disconnected again. Damn it. Stupid freaking thing, I swear. Ugh. Why does it do this? Ugh, damn, I swear. Yeah, I'm disconnected again. This network in this place sucks. I mean, the place is lovely, but oh, the internet's just out. That's why I'm using my Wi-Fi. I use my mobile. Maybe I should connect to my phone, but probably won't let me stream and do that. No internet. I have no internet. Just when I need it. Bastards. I was gonna look and see by gender. Yeah, it depends on age and gender. Right. 120 over 80 is considered normal. Exactly. And I was 118 over 58. Yeah, they always change this stuff to make people so they make more money off people. They change it and then claim that, there's no internet. The internet's just out. Yeah, if you're over 50, that's considered low. Yep. Coming after each summit. Probably true. That's probably true. Is it connecting? No, it's connecting. There's no internet. Yeah, no, I watched the it's only 7 minutes. I watched but I was boiling out there in the sun, guys. It was brutal. And that was late afternoon. Yeah, come on, bastardy. Okay. Oh boy. It's back now. Okay. Yeah, for most adults, normal blood pressure is below 120 over 80, regardless of age or gender, though it averages tend to rise slightly with men. Men often have higher blood pressure than women at younger ages, while women's blood pressure can rise after menopause. So, all right. 60 years or older women, 139 over 68, men, 133 over 69. So, yep. As blood pressure stiffen, as blood vessels stiffen over time, blood pressure typically increases. Yep. So there you go. So what wasn't told to me is the age of the person that said that. Anyway, yeah, there we go. Ooh, that's a lovely wallpaper. Scare the vitamin D light. Lots of things can elevate your blood pressure. So when I go get my blood pressure measured, if I have a frappuccino before I have it, guess what? Yeah, it's higher. Yep. Only 4 games left in the regular season for the Golden Knights. Oh, Duke lost. That was supposed to be the greatest Duke team ever. They lost to UConn. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. So Duke lost. That's a shocker. Let's see what the score was. 73-72 on his last second long three-pointer. So Duke had the game won. So Duke was leading with just seconds ago by 2 points. And Michigan hits a three-pointer. Duke, oh, the guy threw a pass away to somebody. Oh my goodness, it's a long three-pointer too. Oh my gosh, how could Duke lose that game? Unbelievable. And the white kid's the one that made it. And it was all because he threw a pass away. He should never have passed that ball. He cost his team the chance at the records. This was going to be the greatest Duke team ever, and they screwed up. Wow. That's crazy. That's just crazy. Wow. My goodness. Well, that's a shocker. Oh, baseball's back. The Orioles won today. Ooh, they won today. Won 8-6. Must have been a hell of a game. Must have been a hell of a game. I see in the U.S. the doctors like to subscribe medicines quickly. They do. That's true. Yep. They sure do. The Orioles won 8-6, so they're 2-1 to start the season off. So a good series against Minnesota for them this weekend. Cool. Huh. Wow, Duke lost. I see that Iowa State didn't make it either, so they got knocked out in the Elite Eight, which disappoints me. Anyway, yeah, so enough of that. Back to the chat here and see what you guys are saying. Okay. Gosh, my foot's tingling right now. Oh, Smee wants some coffee. Big Fish, what's going on? See here. Hey, Big Fish and Neff. What's going on? Anyway, yeah, so my blood pressure is constantly 120/75. You're 67, Mike? Wow. The temperature was brutal. It was in the 90s there, and the sun hurts. Of course, remember I've got the rosacea now, so in order to keep from breaking out, look like a puberty teenager and having hard skin here and get pimples and stuff. In order to prevent that, I have to take doxycycline. I take a medium dose of doxycycline once a day. I'm supposed to take it twice a day. I take it once a day. It seems to do the trick, and it keeps it under control. But it makes me very susceptible. See how red my face is compared to my hand? Makes me very susceptible to the sun. And the sun, when I feel the sun burning my skin, it's not good. So I never liked the sun, but now I really detest it. So anyway, yeah. So the girl, why are you waiting for a letter from the home office? Is it a special letter? Why don't you just go to their office, or did you head to it? Big Fish had to milk cows. Okay. Bald, you still have hair. Mad Max, dude. This is all me, man. That is all me. I got some good DNA going on there. Look at that. Nice and thick and luscious. Soft, too. Very soft, like a little kid's hair. Yep. No, I'm very grateful. I'm not complaining. It's like this. I never expect I'd even grow a beard, but look at this. But this is, and I'm not hairy. I don't have hairy chest. I don't have hairy stomach. I don't have hairy back. Thank God. Hairy back marries. Yep. No. This is all me, man. I remember when I first started the program. It was funny when I started doing this on YouTube. Someone asked me. I thought they were joking, but they were serious. Like, where did you get your piece? And when they said my piece, I'm thinking like a sidearm. I'm like, I didn't show you any guns. What are you talking about? No. Your toupee. Toupee? What the hell are you talking about? And they said it looks natural. Because it is natural. This is me, man. This is me. That's all me. Look at that. There's no plugs Biden going on here. There's no wig. There's no toupee. This is all Scandinavian, Anglo-Saxon DNA, man. Celtic DNA. You need to start the process. Citizen want to get a passport. Oh, oh, are we back to the Namibia thing, or is it Rhodesia? I don't remember. Vander Kurtz, what's going on, man? I'm going to talk to Refugee tomorrow, who I think might have a couple legitimate problems, but it sounds like the agent is just lazy. So I think they just have a lazy agent, which is possible. Not everybody's dedicated to their job the way they should be. But I mean, no one here had any complaints for me. People were very happy, well adjusted. My plan for Monday, I need to go through email and help refugees. Um, Make a bunch of videos. While I was on the plane, a whole bunch of things came up. I was using the Wi-Fi on the plane, and I sent myself a bunch of notes for stories about South Africa. So a bunch of videos. I'll probably record several videos. In fact, tonight after I take a break after this broadcast, because it's only 9 o'clock here in the evening, I'll probably take a break till a little bit, and then I'll do one or two videos tonight and load them up. I have my laptop so I can edit them, and I'll just produce more videos. So, yep. Vodka model. I've been to South Africa many times, and I will be back. Mr. Cool Gaming, you do not need a passport to apply for the refugee program. However, you cannot leave South Africa without a passport. That's South African authorities. We have no control over that. So you will have to have a passport by the time you leave South Africa. You won't be going anywhere. Yeah, Mad Max, it's midnight on the East Coast now. You're always carrying your piece. Well, sexual innuendo there. Yeah. Meerkat, the refugees seem to be pretty happy today. No major complaints. I enjoy meeting some folks, some really talented people, some athletic people, some hardworking people, some very specialty skills. And all I can think of is South Africa is really missing out. Miss all these lovely people. So let me get my puppy over here. Put him up on my shoulder. It's my puppy. Yep. Yeah. So anyway, so Cyril's got problems. He's got problems. So let me talk to you. This is kind of refugee related, for South Africans come over here. What a green holder can do. Okay. Well, they had enough water, and I got somebody who can check in on them while I'm gone, so they should be fine. But they'll probably be dead by the time I get back. It's just the nature of things. So a green holder becomes eligible for U.S. citizenship. You've received a green card through marriage to a U.S. citizen. Continue to live with your spouse. You can apply for naturalization after 3 years, and it's 5 years for other categories, except for military, which is 3 years. A green card holder can petition for other family members, unmarried adult children. Unlike U.S. citizens, the relatives green card holder are not considered as their family members. As a green card holder, you're no longer tied to your employer. People come over on visas, you only can be here because your employer, they have all the control of you. But once you have a green card, you're not tied to them. You can switch jobs, switch fields. You can even be unemployed for a bit. The green card holder is allowed to start a company, hire employees, and buy commercial property. What you cannot do as a green card holder is you cannot vote in any election. Doesn't matter how many years you've had a green card. And it doesn't matter if you've been paying taxes. Paying taxes doesn't get you the right to vote. Being an American citizen does. Green card holders cannot do jury duty. If you're called for jury duty, because they oftentimes use it off your driver's license, you must inform them that you're not a U.S. citizen. And you can't claim to be a U.S. citizen in any way, shape, or form. Yet don't ever check the box on any form, as it will invite trouble. If you're a permanent resident of this country and it asks if you're a citizen, you say yes, you could be deported. Don't do that. Don't do that. Green card holder must file taxes just like a citizen every year. File as a U.S. resident, not as a non-resident alien. Yep. You must report your worldwide income. So if you have income in South Africa, you have to report it here and pay taxes on it. Unless it's paid there, then they have reciprocity. You must keep your addresses updated with U.S. CIS within 10 days when you move, even if it's just across the street. Are you listening to me, South Africans? Are you listening? Once you have a permanent residency, a green card, you must report USCIS your residence within 10 days of moving. Within 10 days of moving. So all you South Africans who relocated as refugees, I don't know if the requirement for that, but once you have a green card, you have to inform USCIS within 10 days, or you could be sent home. Important to remember. You must renew your green card before it expires. If your green card has any conditions, then you must remove the conditions. So you must improve the situation. All males between the age of 18 and 25 must register with Selective Service within 30 days after turning 18 or within 30 days of receiving a green card, whichever is earlier. And you must be physically present in the United States for 6 months of every year, or you lose your green card. There you go. So that's it. That's the deal. So think that's important to know and understand. Okay, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. I didn't say that, Meerkat. What I said is that the green card holders can do that. Okay, all right, but H-2A visa holders, HB, those guys can't start businesses. Oh, you like the puppy, huh? Right now, he's pretty cool from the Hoover Dam. Yep. Yeah, that's what I said. Um, well, the ads you're watching generate revenue for the channel, folks. It helps. It helps out a lot. So this month, let me take a look very quickly here. Analytics, if it comes up, YouTube is persnickety times. Uh, you're welcome, Meerkat. Come on, YouTube. All right, now as soon as I hit the refresh, it comes up. It's annoying. Okay. I realize the ads every few seconds when watching sports through US Wet North. Okay, so someone asked a question about our channels in America free. Over-the-air television is free in America. Absolutely. It's paid for with advertisements. So you can watch ABC, CBS, NBC networks over-the-air, local channels. But it's all switched to high definition, so you have to purchase high definition television and put it in the window or outside. They're not that expensive, like $20, $25, depending which one you get. And you'll pick up any high definition television signals that are within range. But most television is over cable, so most people have cable or fiber or something like that, so they can watch all the other stuff. Excuse me. Oh, what a drop, though. I mean, so I had 68,000, 77,000, 60,000, 66, 68,000, 3 days in a row. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I flew on Friday, and I went from 68,000 to 27,000, and Saturday I went 32,000. It's crazy. Although earlier today, when I did my stream at 3,600, yeah, the numbers are way down. But for the month, no, it doesn't include. Well, yes, it does, Smee, but yes and no. So you only get out of market sports events. You don't get local markets because they shut it down. So you can watch American football, you can watch all kinds of things, but a lot of those sports are migrated to the sports channels because they're trying to make money from them. So let's see. Today, with Saturday's revenue, so today's Sunday, so it's got actually slightly ahead of where I was last month, slightly ahead. So not great, not bad. It's making a little bit of money there. The ad revenue is helping because more and more people in the States watching this stuff now, which is pretty cool. Do you understand correctly? Men that are coming to America over 18 must register for selective. That's correct. You know, you're not registering for a service. You're registering for selective service, which is the government's database of those who would be eligible if there were a draft. If there were a draft, it would affect 18 to 25-year-olds. If you're a male, and it's very unfair, if you're a male in America and you don't register with the Secret Service or the Selective Service, then you're not eligible for college tuition and for student loans. You can't get money. So females don't have to do it. They can join the military and profit from the military, but they don't have to register for selective service. It's so morally bankrupt. Women should be forced to do it too. When I went to university in 1982, I was 17, and a 17-year-old is not required to register. But they told me I would be ineligible for my student aid if I didn't do it because I'm not going to get it. That was wrong. But I went ahead and registered when I was 17 for selective service. I got out of the Army after serving, so 17 I registered. I got out of the Army in 87. So in 87, I was 22. And at 22, when I went back, they said, you must register for selective service. I'm already served in the Army. Doesn't matter. Selective service is not with the Army. I said, but I already registered. They said, well, we don't have a record. I mean, how do you not have a record? I have a piece of paper. I said, well, you have to do it again. So I had to do it again. Well, 17, you don't have to register. It's when you're 18. Yeah, Meerkat, it does happen. It happens when in England, when I go to South Africa. Although last time in South Africa, numbers picked up while I was there because people started spreading the word. Yeah, so don't rub it in there, atmospheric. Yeah, Meerkat, you're right, but it's YouTube does that. Kay's Gardens, what's up? No, he didn't raise any draft age. It's by law. He can't raise the draft age. You're confusing Celia Kruger. The Army started accepting 42-year-old applicants. They raised the enlistment age to 42 and will accept people with a drug conviction now, both of which are dumb decisions. We don't need that. You can't come in the Army at the age of 42 and be productive and go to basic training. It just doesn't work that way. So when I went to Air Assault School in 1987, there was a captain there who was in his 40s, was a special forces guy. He'd been in NCO for years and became an officer. And I was thinking about him when people were talking about 1987. 1987, when I went to Air Assault School, Fort Campbell, Kentucky, he was like 42, and he was doing the Air Assault School. And he was fit, but he struggled. I was 22 at the time, and I'm thinking now, that guy's in his 80s if he's still alive. Hey, Golden, what's up? You can apply for that grant, that thing, it's me again, but most people tell me they don't get it, it gets disapproved. What industries are FTEs in Vegas working in? Fiber optics, retail, I think some in casino. Yeah, there's everything out here, so. You're welcome, Cecilia. Yeah, the problem is that people misconstrue or they misstate things. They get the story wrong. So it's like some of these other recent YouTube channels that pop up and they insist that they know what they're talking about, and they don't. They don't. They don't. They give people bad information. There's also the situation someone brought this to my attention earlier, and they were talking about someone else, and I'm not going to mention them by name, but I said that the problem with this is that, and I've done this before, with South Africans, it doesn't matter. But this is an African thing. It doesn't matter if you're the subject matter expert, and I saw this in Liberia, so but it applies with Afrikaners too. So when I was in Liberia, I could be talking to someone. I'm in America, grew up in America. I lived in 38 different states. Almost nobody can make that claim. And I've lived all over. I've lived agricultural farms. I've lived in peri-urban. I've lived in small towns. I've lived in trailer parks. I've lived in apartment complexes and public housing. I've lived in all black neighborhoods, all Puerto Rican neighborhoods, all white counties. So I've had every experience in America you could possibly think of other than being rich. And I'd be talking to someone. And then the one Liberian who went to America and was there for 2 years and failed and couldn't do anything more than wash dishes or work in a McDonald's or be a taxi driver, comes back. And then they're in the discussion. They say, yeah, when I lived in America, it's like everything stops. And they all turn to the Liberian who was unsuccessful and a loser in America as if he knows everything about America. And then everything I have to say, they don't care. Same thing with South Africans. I mean, I can tell them what's going on here or in South Africa, be 100% correct. And then, a Fundamava or a Dutoy shows up and they're subject matter experts, even though they've never been to America. Never been to America, know nothing about refugee program, but because they're a Fundamava or a Dutoy, suddenly they're a subject matter expert. You can listen to those people all you want. I mean, even a clock is right twice a day. Even a clock is right twice a day. So anyway, and it's I've seen it many, but it's the same thing here. I went to a meeting one day. I'm a foreign area officer in the Army, and I've already been stationed at this point. That was by that point I've been stationed in Tunisia, Liberia, Botswana. So that's where I've been. And I've been intelligence analyst for years. I've been covering Africa for 30 years. And I'm a lieutenant colonel, one of the most senior people at the Africa Command. I'm in a meeting with a couple of full colonels, and we're talking about Africa, and I'm explaining something. And there's a major there who was born in Nigeria, who has a Nigerian accent, who became a naturalized American, then joined the Army, was a major in the National Guard. He had been activated, was over there. So he's at the table, and he opens up his mouth, and they hear a Nigerian accent. And suddenly, nobody listens to me. I'm the guy that knows what I'm talking about, but because he has a Nigerian accent, they listen to him. I'm like, are you freaking serious? So I had to unfuck everything that they did because they screwed everything up. And I had to go back and I had to redo all the work because they didn't listen to me. They listened to some moron who's like, this isn't how it is in Africa. Yeah, okay. You speak for 1.3 billion people. Thank you for your input. Sit down, Junior. It's really frustrating. But it's the way things are, folks. Just the way things are. Is this thing dead again? This is driving me nuts. This stupid thing. Let's see if I can play a song. Back to my library, see if it's working. Well, it doesn't look like it's working. Let's see if it's connected again. God, this is irritating. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's see. Looks like it's still working.
In 1994 we rise up in the sun, walking side by side till the battle just begun.
All right, let's see. It's not showing up over here to chat for some reason, so I gotta come back here. I did send Jim Green the promo stuff. I don't know if he's going to use it. I didn't do a very good job. It was just me trying to film it in Yellowstone by myself in Grand Teton. Speaking again, nobody's been declined. You get a notice of intent to decline, and when you get that, you get 30 days to appeal it. It goes back to the person who declined it. They'll only review it if you have some material addition that they didn't consider. Nobody's been declined. Not a single person who's eligible. People have applied who aren't eligible, but they don't because they're not eligible. So, do you think there are any feasible opportunities for a fit and healthy 62-year-old? Yeah, sure. There's jobs here for everybody. Gas in Texas, $3.30 a gallon. How long before use administration patients around south? Meerkat, I don't know. I think the distractions of Ukraine and of Gaza and now of Iran are really keeping South Africa from having a day of reckoning. But yeah, $5.05 a gallon. Oof, that's California. Tried to apply for grant, but never sent to me. Fine print, you have to report to police station if you move. Huh. Okay, that's where I was at before. Let me go back now. What else here? I leave them to walk in the road here. People like that cannot be saved themselves. Yep. Okay. When I get asked by the refugee program now from people back home, I point them to your channel as a source of accurate information. Well, thank you for that, Jason Stevens, photography. I wish people along. Yeah, no one has been declined. So we're here a few weeks now, and most of our education came from you. Let the Van der Mervis talk. I found that really good. Yep. Yep. You work, you'll find a job. You work till you're 80. Yep. You drove with a 64-year-old Uber driver earning decent wage. Yep. Broken Arrow says, American cars are hectic. I fuel consumption. I bought a car, 20 miles a gallon on the Ford. Yeah, no. Well, it's because we got big-ass engines. And Heidi says, absolutely true, South Africans. And my Hoover Colonel, I was telling my husband, you know more about South Africa than most people living here. Not blowing smoke. Well, thank you. It's true. And I'll just say it. I'm not going to boast. I know more than most of these people, including a lot of the experts. I love the reggae. I love reggae, too. We'll get back to Big Fish. Back, we pay 22 Rand per liter. It's okay. My transport so much. It's petrol now. It's diesel. I hate it when you warn people that something will not work because you have experience and then your advice is discarded. But when the brown stuff hits fan, yeah, again, they come running. Yeah, that's just very inconsiderate. Oh, you like the Hoover Dam? I liked it too, Kathy. I enjoyed it. If you arrive to be boots on the ground from day one, nothing here comes easy. You have to hustle and get your life started again. Yep. So be allowed to make knives again, USA. If you don't have to be registered to make a knife maker. No. No, people talk all the time about refugees and about my channel too. So let's get back to the reggae. I'm gonna get something to drink.
My people lead the way with a vision so clear. Unity, the anthem, hope replacing fear. From the townships to the cities, hear the people sing. Freedom in the air like a new day spring. Black, white, brown, every voice in the choir. Marching hand in hand, lift the nation higher. One love, one heart, that was the plan. Build a better future for every woman and man. But somewhere down the road, a fire turned cold. Now the story gets heavy, truth must be told. Along the way, shadows started creeping in. What goes on division stirring
Love the horns.
Say work has won, no matter where you're from or the color you come. But days later, still we fight the same fight. Truth in the shadow, hidden from the light. Culture get erased in the name of change. History written, rearranged and strange. Language under pressure, identity denied. People feel forgotten, dignity pushed aside. Can build a nation by tearing one down. Can heal the land if you silence the sound. Every root matters in the sword we share. Justice ain't justice if it isn't fair. Schools in the streets feel the shift in the tone. Communities fractured, hearts turn to stone. Say it's for the future, say it's for the past, but division and resentment only ever last. We need reconciliation, not selective truth. Not another cycle stealing hope from the youth. If we forget the dream that once made us stand, we risk losing everything we built with our hands. Oh, one love, one heart, bring it back again. Yeah, let the healing start where the hatred ends. No more destruction in unity's name. We all got a place in this African plain. Rise up together, don't let it fall apart. South Africa's future lives in every heart. Rise up together, don't let it fall apart. South Africa's future lives in every heart.
There you go. Hope you enjoyed that. How's my chat? Did it come back yet? No, there it goes. Okay. No, it's stuck on that, and I can't refresh for some reason. Let's see if that does the trick. No, it's not loading it. Oh, it's annoying. Somebody last week said that they're thinking of attempting a refugee process, but only 96 people have been taken. Okay. Where do these people get this stupid shit from? 3,490 people came over by February 28th, and the total number of South African refugees who returned to South Africa is 0. Not a single one has gone back south. What the hell is with this thing? I'll just reload the whole page. This network here just sucks buttermilk, man. I'm so sick of it. I'm not gonna miss this. This is a wonderful place to stay, but the freaking internet is shit here. Absolute shit. It's like being in Africa again. It's like being in Africa. You know why? Because they want you to pay for premium internet. I'm not paying for premium internet. I pay for this place. God bless it. I'll try to disconnect and connect again. Let's see if it works. It says it's working. It ain't working. It ain't working. Anyway, now I got to keep coming over here. He's here in Virginia that started their knife making business already in 2 weeks. There you go. No one's registered as knife maker. You just make knife makers. You just make knives. I mean, look, almost nobody makes knives in America except big corporations, so I don't understand what the deal is. There's a name in the news now, Mike Van Vyck. I'm showing me he's one of our tenants. I dealt with him a lot. Now he's all over the news now. Huh, what did he do? What did he do? I like that song too. All right, I think I'm caught up on the chat now. This is really pissing me off. Why is my studio not loading? Oh, for God's sake, this frickin' place. Oh, thankfully I can use my phone over the network, and the T-Mobile here is incredible in town. Okay, there, that loaded that time. Yeah, the Hoover Dam one's starting to get a few views on it. Still not a lot. Big Fish, I've only said it a million times. Do people pay attention when I say I'm leaving on the 31st? I get home on the 1st. I've said that many, many times. We were there. Okay. Can't believe anyone still. No, I can't believe it either. 96 people have come over and half have come back. What kind of moronic stupidity is that? Oh, he's a cat. Yeah. Okay. Big Fish, you don't have to apologize. I just don't understand how people don't know that. I talk about that all the time, and I see people here. You must maybe I talk too fast sometimes. Yeah. So I mean, I'm not going to pick on the person that said that, but I mean, come on, man. I mean, that's just okay. So here we go. It's just silly, Here.
Stupid people should wear signs. Neon bright so we can find a way to dodge their tangled mess. Avoid their chaos more, say less. Wear a sign, wear a sign. Save it from your twisted line. Wear a sign, wear a sign. Not an ad and don't waste your time. Politicians dance and spin. Blatant lies with a practice grin. Blame the moon, blame the stars. Blame the traffic or faulty cars. You think they're 6, not 35. Playing games to stay alive. Oh, just wear a sign, wear a sign. Woo! Save me from your twisted line. Wear a sign, wear a sign. Not an ad, don't waste your time. Celebrities with tails so tall, lost by a yacht, it's so small. It's hard being rich, don't you see? You're living in your fantasy. Wear a sign. You want some country? Well, you still have time to go visit your aunts, Colonel. I remember correctly you said, my aunts. Oh, that was in Maryland. No, there wasn't time, Meerkat. I missed them. Got your wardrobe organized this morning with matching cap and t-shirt. Yeah, I do. That's right. This is my damn hat. This is my damn hat. And this is my damn shirt. Hoover Dam. Yeah. I couldn't resist buying this. Got my damn shirt. Got myself a new bugger off Bonnie. Compliments of one of the refugees. And of course, I did pick up my little service dog here. There he is. There's my puppy. My service dog from the Hoover Dam. Anyway, yeah. So, got to get this midday mom, huh? Beautiful, stunning, bright pink and muted purple hues of the clouds of sunset yesterday. Thinking homesick. Bob is now a twin. Yep. Service dog's name is Hoover. That's right. Because he cleans up everything on his plate. People live under a rock and read too many Cockpot 24 news and take it as gospel. Yep, they do. They do. Oh, there's a super chat from Riff's Hard, 140 rand. Sorry, I missed that. Thank you. Yep, somehow I missed that. Thank you for that super chat. Appreciate that. Hay baling, I can do, nothing wrong with farm work or water waitering, starting as a waiter if you are good. Hey, listen to this, folks. Here's the thing. People who work in the service industry just got big pay raises courtesy of Donald Trump. And we hear all the Democrats lying about affordability, completely forgetting that Donald Trump eliminated taxes on overtime and on tips. So if you give a waitress a $10 tip, she gets $10. Used to be she had to pay taxes on that. Now she has to pay taxes on it. Also, if someone works overtime, say your wage is $18 an hour and you're asked to work 3 hours overtime that night, well, you get $27 an hour. And guess what?
You don't pay taxes on any of that $27. On the $18, you pay taxes because that's your wage. But for the overtime, you pay no taxes on $27. So that's $81 for 3 hours work. Whereas if you worked just regular time, 3 hours work, you get $54. You see that? 54, suddenly 81. That's almost $30 more for the same work because there's no taxes. And when you realize that 54, they take taxes out of it, so 54 is more like $42. Now you're getting twice the money. Look at that. You get twice as much money by working 3 hours overtime. People are going to volunteer to work overtime and bust their tail. I mean, it's just brilliant. Trump is brilliant, and people don't get it. They don't get the Trumpster, man. They just don't get him. They don't want to get the Trumpster. You want some country? Somebody want a country, right? I'll give you some country. I'll give you some country. All right. So, what's the one I did for Alabama Heat? Yeah, there we go. Alabama Heat. That's the one. You ready for that? Here we go. Here's some country, some deep, hard country. Good night to me again.
Alabama heat melts the road to go. New faces arrive with stories untold.
This is a tribute to Lincoln family.
He's thick, but the dreams are wide. South African hearts crossing the tide. Safe in liberty's embrace, where the stars and stripes find space. Sweat rolls down, but the hope runs deep. Alabama heat. Alabama heat. They carry talent in battered bags. No corruption here to plant new flags. From the ashes of crime they rise, with courage burning brighter than sky. The past may haunt, but the future sings. Freedom hums on broken wings. Safe in liberty's embrace, where the stars and stripes find space. Sweat rolls down, but the hope runs deep. Alabama heat. Alabama heat. Hugs like an old ghost. Here they stand, a living toast to freedom's soil, to the promised land. With careless hands, they take a stand. Alabama heat.
Alabama Heat. Somebody asked for country music. Lucy the Rottweiler says thank you. Okay. Now the country prohibits municipality to cut people's water so that if they do not pay their water, the municipality cut their electricity. Durban got, it's okay. Still looking for work in South Africa. Spent around 6 hours going through emails. Each email is endless employment issues. Business owners must make sure they pay themselves. I don't know about that. President Trump is not taking salary. He never did. Candida says Alabama Heat is still in the top 3 DJ Silver songs all time. Yeah, that and I like, of course, the Viceroy of Greenland. That's one of my favorites too. Wish my stuff can get over and done with for USA. I'm supposed to start a job in USA today. The boss is waiting patiently for me to get to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Good luck in wintertime there. People should love President Trump because he's a businessman, not a politician. No, yeah. Somebody asked about the No Kings protest. There it was. What are your comments on No Kings protest? Johan Feldpron says. Um, so, what are my thoughts? I shared this last night. The No Kings protest is the All Morons protest. A bunch of stupid people who should be wearing signs, who are people who largely hate America. Apparently, they claim 8 million people participate in this. So if 8 million people participate in this, do you know what that means? 332 million Americans didn't participate in it. Can I request out to people leaving those in Johannesburg areas if they have things they can get to sell, to donate to Mogus Kukul? Jacques and his team is really making such a difference. Siggy, send me some information on that, okay? Send me some information so I know what that is, okay? Because I don't know what that is. Okay, so I'd appreciate that. Yeah, anyway. So, oh, bless it. What's that? Something. Oh, my goodness. What's this? Stalingrad. Okay. This Lone Star meet and greet. Haven't played that in a while. Who's in charge? Freeze the insurgents. Angry Karens on the March. I did that one. It didn't work out so well. The Jan Carton, we know that one. Got in English and in Afrikaans, 2 different songs. Same theme. The Raid on Woodmead. Lying Dutchman. What else we got here? Waiting the Queue. That's the Steve Hofmeyer song. Can't wait. Can we just kiss and make up? Oh, yeah, that was good. I like that one. Okay, I already said that. I read that. Let's go. Okay, there we go. A 12-ton shipment Kit Kat is stolen for Europe. Good Lord. Yes, America's Constitution on the market. Yeah, I saw it. I haven't checked the past few days, but no, I have not uploaded the song to John Tungay. It's going to have to wait till I get back. Thank you. Okay, thank you for that, CE. Once cut our water because we had a dispute on our account, 20,000 water because of broken water meter, which we did report. Yeah, okay. Kiss and make up. Here we go.
Oh, Cyril, I think we messed up like big time. It's kiss and make up. Yeah. It's been a year of running mouths, way down in the south, throwing shade across the ocean, loud and full of doubt. First we said you're ill-informed, didn't think you care. Then the ambassador got nasty, floating insults in the air. We poked the bear, we pulled the tail, now we're reading the rejection mail. Run on the law, started the fire, William and Tashi raised it higher. Vincent and Crispin joined the charade with the feeling and the insult parade. Hey, we mocked the diplomat, we had a laugh, but now we're looking at now. Can't we just kiss and make up? We G20 list and our name is missed. It's a nightmare from which we need to wake up. Money is free and we need the money to keep the jobs flowing and the trade deals sweet. Put aside the pride, let us back inside. Don't leave us stranded on the lonely street. Can't we just kiss and make up? Cyril was joking, thought he was the boss, but he didn't calculate the total cost. Mocking the envoys, acting so cool, now we look like the kids kicked out of school. You had enough, you drew the line, no Miami ticket, no invite to dine. We're sitting here holding an empty plate, realizing way too late. McGuinio was typing, hitting send, thinking the patience would never end. But you saw the clips and you heard the slight, now we're shivering in the diplomatic night. Hey, the poverty's high, the struggle is real, we're desperate to find that trade appeal. Hold on, oh wait, don't close the gate. Can't we just kiss and make up? We see the G20 list and our name is missed. It's a nightmare from which we need to wake up. Miami is sunny and we need the money to keep the jobs flowing and the trade deal sweet. Put aside the pride and let us back inside. Don't leave us stranded on the lonely street. We know we said something at stake. We treated diplomacy like a boxing ring. the disdain or gonna be left out in the rain. Oh, don't wait, don't close the gate. Can't we just kiss and make up? We see the list and our name is missed. It's a nightmare from which we need to wake up. Miami is sunny, we need the money to keep the jobs flowing and the trade deal sweet. Put aside the pride, let us back inside. Don't leave us stranded on a lonely street. Come on, angels, and pick up the phone. Don't make us go it alone. Miami looks nice this time of year. Just one little kiss. Make up, please.
Miami is sunny and we need the money. That's one of my favorites too. I love that. Can't we just kiss and make up? Miami is sunny and we need the money. I love that one. We won't be bullied. I'm going to have to make one of that. The illegal war of the U.S. has been arranged by the U.S. saying Israel is another act of imperialist aggression that has placed the global economy. Yeah, I know. I saw it. I'll be making a video on that. Yeah. Well, the internet's bad on my laptop, but my mobile's fine. I'm getting like 40 megabytes upload on here and 70 downloads, so it's great. Hurry up and wait. Yep. Oh, yeah, I warned everybody you had a huge fuel problem. I said you're going to have fuel problems in South Africa the moment the Iran war kicked off. Yeah, that was good. And then Cheryl's big blunder. We got that one. Enough is enough. Shut down. Oh, no USA and the RSA. That's a good one, too. What else we got here? Mom Downing Madness. Photographs and Dreams. That one's pretty good. I haven't played that in a while. One about Cindy. Excuse me. No, we're clueless. No, keep smiling. Yeah, that would cheer everybody up with that one. Keep smiling, huh? Let's see if we can't get you cheered up on that one. Kind of like country with a fiddle. When the rain goes down, it don't mean drown. Just grab your boots and dance around. A little mud never hurt a soul. It's how we grow. Yeah, it's how we roll.
The sun's hiding, but it ain't gone. Keep your heart turned on, turned on.
Keep smiling, keep shining when the storm's trying to steal your song. Keep smiling, keep climbing, tell the dark clouds it don't be long. Misery won't stay where joy is strong. Misery won't stay where joy is strong.
When a whisper's creeping, saying you can't win.
Shout loud and drown them out again. Turn the doubts into your fire. Every stumble builds something higher. When shadows linger, light your spark. Don't let them pull you into the dark. Keep smiling, keep shining when the storm tries to steal your song. Keep smiling, keep climbing, tell the dark clouds it don't belong. Misery won't stay where joy is strong. Misery won't stay where joy is strong. Well, Greater Montasha says that South Africa will be spared its fuel shortage thanks to its long-standing relationship with the Iranian regime. Well, when the United States 7th Fleet intercepts the commercial oil tankers headed to South Africa and confiscates the oil, it won't spare South Africa for collusion with the terrorist regime. Greater Montasha should keep his mouth shut because all he's done is invite the United States Seventh Fleet to intercept that oil tanker and make sure it doesn't get South Africa. What a moron! uh, mm. Glad you see there, Karen Janse van Rensburg. What a way to start the week. Cool. Yeah, so waiting Montasha's dumb, man. Montasha, Fikini, Mabalula, the whole lot of them. The whole lot of them. Just a bunch of losers. No talent losers. Well, Spook says, thanks for adding hip-hop in the morning. Yeah, cool. Stats SA has been hacked. All files in hands of cyber hackers. That doesn't surprise me. Anyway, ouch. So, waiting Montasha is simply wrong. Alrighty, folks. Shall we continue? Or do you want me to wrap this up here? Tell me what you think. Rocky Mountain Vibes, that's a good one too. Grass is greener. Yeah, that's a good one too. It's coming to town. The Voices in My Head. Charlie Stands On. That's a touching one. Oh, what else I got here? Get to the queue. Got up early just for you. Okay, okay. Well, that's very kind of you. Morning brew. Oh, here you go. This is good for morning coffee time. Crowd getting smaller though.
Steam rising high like a morning parade. The sun's still yawning, but I'm wide awake. Black gold in my cup keeps the shadows at bay. Perfect spot, a liquid hug that says I'm all you've got. Bittersweet addiction. You're my only conviction. Pour it high, pour it strong. Life's a blur till it comes along.
I use Suno from Afrikaans music, but I write my lyrics myself, either in English or in Afrikaans, and then I run it through Gemini and approve them. So if I write it in English, I use Google Translate and I look at it. If it looks okay in my view, then I give it to Gemini to clean up. So yeah, so that one's pretty cool. Do a little heavy bed on Saturday, torn muscle. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's tough when, yeah, that's hard to breathe when you got that problem. Broken ribs or muscles, yeah, that's dangerous, your lats. Oof. So this one's one we inspire because somebody actually asked this question in the program. Headed to bed, have a great rest. Well, if 11 p.m., that means you're 1 hour, you're in Central Time Zone. All right. No, I mean, well, I don't know about upgrading Suno. I pay for a package, but you can get it for free. So I don't think that has anything to do with it. Maybe use something I didn't like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa,
Somebody asked this question one time on the show when we made this song. Do penguins have knees? Oh, mountain. Sorry, I said central. Yeah.
Waddling around in their icy suits, little tuxedo troops in boots. Do they have knees? Do they bend? Or just straight lines to the bitter end? Rocket like beneath the waves. Clumsy kings on snowy graves. Do penguins have knees? Tell me please. Do penguins have knees? Mystery of the seas. On the ice they shuffle slow. A penguin parade where the cold winds blow. But underwater, or they fly. Feels like wings cutting through the sky. Falling stars on frozen shores. Legs or not, they still endure. Do penguins have knees? Tell me please. Oh, do penguins have knees? Hidden joints, a secret tease. You know.
Yes, you can ask the refugee question, Karen. It's Night Owls. It's not a news program. I like that song. We had fun with that one. Do penguins have knees? So also, this was a gift from refugees that were with me today. And so it says, warning, my sense of humor may hurt your damn feelings. I know it's backwards. I can't flip the camera. I don't know if penguins do have knees. It's a good question. We were just trying to have fun with it. That is a beautiful cross. That was a gift from the refugees today. Yeah, here in Las Vegas. Yeah, do penguins have knees? Now, this is what I feel like every single day. I answered 2.5 hours of emails this morning and messages. So this is my email avalanche.
Inbox screaming, it's a digital riot. Diplomas and scams, they just won't be quiet. A prince in exile wants to share his throne. I just want coffee and to be left alone. Delete, delete, they keep on spawning. Reply, reply, it's never ending. Email avalanche crashing down on me. Buried alive in a spam debris. I never asked for your restless leg relief. Or a new roof deal, I just want some peace. A coupon war and a flash sale battle. My mind's a herd, they're trying to cattle. Congrats, you won, I never entered. Every subject line feels off-centered. Scroll, scroll, my fingers are aching. Stop, stop, my patience is breaking. Even avalanche crashing down on me. Buried alive in the spam debris. I never asked for your legs and cheese. Or a freeway boss pills, it's a spam junk spree. Email avalanche crashing down on me. Buried alive in the spam debris. I never asked for your restless leg relief. Or a new roof deal, I just want some peace. I just want some peace. Whoa.
No, it's more like Bare Naked Ladies, like for the Big Bang Theory song. I did it kind of inspired by the Bare Naked Ladies. But with Suno, you can't put in a band's name. So scat is a type of music, and every time I put scat in, it won't let me do it. Or ska, not ska. It won't let me put in because it just doesn't. So how does it work? Do you get your overtime with your wages? Overtime are your wages. I don't understand the question, George and Symbols. So let's say you work someplace. You work 40 hours, that's regular time, and then you work an extra 6 hours. The extra 6 hours are listed as overtime hours, and you're paid at the overtime rate, which is typically time and a half. So if you're paid $10 an hour, overtime is 15. And now that overtime doesn't have taxes, so it's more like getting paid 17. So you're getting a lot more. It's a really good deal. So overtime and tips are not taxed anymore. This is that, and Social Security should never be taxed. It's the three most brilliant tax decisions in the past 30 years. Yep. Pay slip is called a pay stub here. Yeah, it's a pay stub. Um, Email avalanche. Here's one of my favorites. This is one of my favorites. You guys know this one. You guys know this one. That's courtesy of Donald Trump. Overtime with no taxes. The whole overtime, not just the overtime extra. Up on down, thought it was dead. But Sydney's jeans just turned my head. Damn, girl, you look hot.
Faded blue with a reckless vibe.
Like a memory I can't untie.
Sydney's jeans, so hot, so cool, making old rooms feel brand new. I want a pair, I need them now. American Eagle, show me how.
Sydney Sweeney. Thread so fine to tell a tale.
Every rip's a story, every stitch a sail. She walks the street, she owns the scene.
Oh yeah. I'm chasing dreams in Sydney's jeans. You can count on that.
They bring the past into the now. I'm sold, I'm hooked, I don't know how. Sydney's jeans, so hot, so cool, making old rules feel brand new. I want a pair, I need them now. American Eagle, show me how.
Blue waves crashing on my thighs. Oh yeah, she's sitting on my lap.
Wearing the stars under open skies. Sydney's vibe is the fire I crave. Damn dreams
That can behave.
Sydney's jeans, so hot, so cool, making old rules feel brand new. I want a pair, I need them now. American Eagle, show me how. Sydney's jeans, so hot, so cool, making old rules feel brand new. I want a pair, I need them now. American Eagle, show me how. Sydney's jeans.
Oh yeah, Sydney's jeans. Sydney's jeans. Research press notification I can do to get U.S. recognition of my skills. As soon as I can. Okay. Thank you very much, Wayne Jansa von Fuhren. Chuck Norris was a legend, but I'm pretty sure the colonel could have made him wear a sign. Nah, Chuck was pretty incredible and a nice guy too. We like it saucy. Okay, I'm caught up on the chat now. Audience keeps getting smaller. Oh yeah, it's still Sunday night for me, guys. You know, like you can get some rest. It's only 10:14 here. It's not even. Yeah. Now, this one, of course, is one of my favorites. This is for all you FEMA camp tent people want to hang out on my lawn.
Stay off my lawn, it's not a campsite. No FEMA tents, no late night fights. No refugees, no wild parades. This castle's mine, no renegades. Hit the road, Jack, don't spin me tail. Your liberty's lost like rusty nails.
Stay off my lawn. Keep it moving, keep it gone. No flags, no biltong. No fires, no song. Sorry, not sorry. Stay off my lawn.
Keep it moving, keep it gone. No flags, no biltong.
No biltong.
No fires,
No droevors either.
sorry, not sorry. Stay off my
No mova pudding. Just stay off my lawn. Keep moving right down the street.
Drying laundry on my hedge fence. Drying crowds with your nonsense. This ain't a stage, it's my domain. Take your drama down the lane. Pitch your tent where the shadows fall. Not on my grass, not by my wall. No soapbox speeches, no rally calls. This yard's a fortress you can't install.
Stay off my lawn. Keep moving, keep it gone. No flags, no biltong. No fires, no song. Sorry, not sorry. Stay off my lawn. You heard it here. Keep it gone. No flags. No fires, no song. Sorry, not sorry. Stay off my lawn. It's my lawn. I pay the taxes. I mow the grass. My lawn. Stay off it. You're welcome, Jacob. You pay me back by doing interview. You see, I wrote the song for South Africans in mind. No flags, no biltong. Hip's all right, Weirdo. Thanks. How you doing? Get your truck fixed? My lawn. Keep it moving, keep it gone. No flags, no biltong. No fires, no song. Sorry, not sorry. Stay off my lawn.
Keep it moving, keep it gone. No flags, no biltong. No fires,
Thank you, Meerkat.
sorry, not sorry.
Stay off my lawn. My lawn.
Sorry, not sorry. Off my lawn, my lawn. Lawn, my lawn, my lawn. Sorry, not sorry. Off my lawn, my lawn.
Yeah. Stay off my lawn. You people trying to put your tent. Yeah, you can make your own biltong here. I can plant some mealies and pumpkins. All right, Mad Max. Your fees are ridiculous. You necessarily get some coffee. I don't know about that. Hey, Ghost Miss. Some usernames I haven't seen. Kelly must have gotten his car guard quotes from watching a show. He must have. He must have. But this is one of my all-time favorites. This is perfect. This is perfect for South Africa, and I got it right on the money with this one. You ready for this?
The water's rising slow and hot. The frog's still dreaming in the pot. Steam whispers secrets to the air. Do you join restless wave, a roaring crowd. Tick tock, the time runs thin. Boiling point, it's sink or swim. The pot boils over again. Pressure rising, no way to pretend you can stay or leave. Take your shot. The pot boils over, like it or not. Pot boils over again. Pressure rising, no way to pretend you can stay or leave. Take your shot. The pot boils over, like it or not. Pot boils over. 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 Pot boils over, like it or not.
Why are you excited that your medical expires? I don't understand that. Hey, Turks, what's up? Yeah. So this one is just a statement of fact, ladies and gentlemen. This song is a statement of fact. The best decade ever. That synth sound to it.
Cold War shadows, neon lights. Protests rising in the night. Bullets flying, Walkman on. Life was grand, life was strong. The best decade ever. Oh, yeah. The best decade ever. Life has mementos, only we were born. The best decade ever. Pure gold. New wave beats, we never stop, never stop. Dancing under us in our top. Denim jackets, acid wash dreams. Living life like movie scenes. The best decade ever. Oh, yeah. The best decade ever.
Yeah, I never understood the whole thing about people playing your music, because the only way people know about your music is if it's actually played on a radio station back in the day. And when I worked as disc jockey radio station, we were sent 45s. We were sent the music to play, and we're expected to play it. So how do these songs make it in the top 40 if people aren't playing the music so you know about it, so you want to go out and buy it? We should be allowed to play this stuff on here in fair use. And any revenue comes from it, we could split it instead of getting us copyright strikes. I mean, if we could play 80s music, this would be awesome. It would be really incredible. So this was my first attempt at an Afrikaans song. It wasn't the best, but it's not bad. The woman sounds like a Dutch woman, but it's not bad. So it's South Africa, mijn geboorteplek. Yep. So here you go. This is my first effort Afrikaans song effort. So it wasn't great, but it did okay.
Zuid-Afrika, mijn geboorteplek, mijn toeiste van zeepunt tot Margate. En punten tussenin, ons is lief vir ons prachtige day. Waar ons harte volwassen geword het, maar tyd in ons gedraai. En de stad
Om te gaan. For the refugees, it's tight om te gaan, tight om te trek. Zuid-Afrika, mijn geboorteplek, mijn toeiste van zeepunt tot Margate. En punten tussenin.
ons is lief vir ons prachtige day. Waar ons harte volwassen geword het, maar tyd in ons gedraai. En de stad
Om te gaan. Ja, tijd om te trekken. That was my first try, so it wasn't too bad, huh? Not too bad. Cyril the Waffle Man. Yeah. Tijd om te trekken. So they're going after Ilhan Omar. I'm loving it. Yep. So Somaliland has said send her back. The Republic of Somaliland reacted to a post on X to the claim that Vance had made a podcast interview with conservative commentator Benny Johnson. Deportation, please. You're just sending the princess back to her kingdom. Extradition, say the word. Somaliland wants her extradited back to Somaliland or back to Somalia. Vance said he spoke to White House immigration advisor Steve Miller about potential legal action against Ilhan Omar. We think Ilhan Omar definitely committed immigration fraud against the United States. We're trying to look at what the remedies are. That's the thing we're trying to figure out is what the legal remedies now that she's committed immigration fraud. How do you go after her? How do you investigate her? How do you actually do the thing? How do you build a case? Well, it's very easy to build a case if she committed immigration fraud. You strip her of her naturalization, you send her sorry, pathetic ass back, and leave her idiot kids here. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. She spoke at the No Kings rally in Minnesota on Saturday, accusing Trump administration of blatantly lying about every single thing they're doing. This woman is a disaster. She's an embarrassment to Islam. She's an embarrassment to Somalia. She's an embarrassment to people. Operation Metro Surge was just the tip of the iceberg. We're witnessing a full assault on our rights. You have no rights, lady. If you commit immigration fraud, you're a fraud. Yeah, she is evil. She is evil. We do not cower to bullies. We are Minnesota strong. Lady, you're not Minnesota. Scandinavians and Native Americans are Minnesota. Your Somali ass is not Minnesota. Get the hell out of this country. Yep. The Office of Representative Ilhan Omar has pushed back against Vice President J.D. Vance's claim that the lawmaker committed immigration fraud. Connor McNutt, now that's a good name. Connor McNutt, her chief of staff, told Fox News, "This is rich coming from someone who literally said they're willing to create stories to redirect the media. It's a ridiculous lie and a desperate attempt to distract from the pedophile protection party's unpopular war of choice." The pedophile protection party was the Democrats. The pedophile protection party was the Democrats who failed to release any of the Epstein documents for 4 years. Under Joe Biden, 4 years, not a single document released. Under Donald Trump, over 2 million, 4 million documents released already. Yet they're calling, and by the way, all the people that are coming up and showing up in there are leftists and Democrats. So I don't want to talk about the pedophile party being the Republicans. Yeah, these people are morons. Somaliland said deport, extradite her. They said just say the word, extradite her. Yeah, yeah, I know she changed it. She also married a brother apparently. Oh my goodness, send her back to Somalia. That'd be so funny, so funny. Iran has a new demand. They want the United States to recognize their sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz. Never going to happen. You have no sovereign rights to it. Oh, they just need to be wiped out. Wiped out. Wiped out. They are dangerous. Absolutely dangerous. Basically, what they want is Oman's exclusive economics. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Idiots. So, Stanley Bergman, a South African Jew whose family fled from the Holocaust in 1936, built a $13 billion fortune, 400 or 500 company. So, yeah, he's still out there. Trump is talking about seizing Carg Island, and reportedly now there's 50,000 U.S. troops in the Persian Gulf. Yep, 50,000. Wow. That's something else. And Iran warns U.S. troops will be set on fire if Americans launch ground operation. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You wackadoodles. What's going on here? Now I gotta reload my whole library here. So annoying. Come on, stupid thing. This network sucks. I was already here. Already here. It's already here. Come on, this is where I ran into it. I was here too. I got a lot of songs. I produced like 200 songs, I think, so far. Best decade ever. I was there. Okay, now we're back to the right place. Jellyfish sway. Making South Africa great again.
From the vale to the mountains so high, under the vast and open sky, fields of gold where dreams ignite. Let's bring the future into the light. Oh, South Africa, hear our song. Let's right the wrongs and stand so strong. From our gate shores to the Cape's embrace, we'll rise together and reclaim our place. Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, South Africa. Yep. That's one of my favorites. Remember when the Indians made this fake thing about I had been killed in a traffic accident? Remember that? I did the Colonel Lives On. Remember that? Do you guys remember that? I said, I remember that. They made this thing and it said that I died. People actually saw it and they said that I died in a car accident in South Africa. I wasn't even in South Africa. The Colonel Lives On. This is one I wrote because of that. It's gangster.
Colonel Chris ain't dead. Y'all got it twisted. Rumors spread fast, but the truth, y'all missed it. Platinum hair shining. Yeah, he's still here. Dropping facts on air. Make the trolls disappear. Fake news flying, but the man's still alive. Burning lies down, watch the truth revive. Smacking down nonsense, sharper than a knife. Colonel Chris out here, living his best life. Fake news flying, but the man's still alive. Burning lies down, watch the truth revive. Smacking down nonsense, sharper than a knife. Colonel Chris out here, living his best life. Crash, now he cruising top down, no dent. Internet wild, but the truth's well spent. Smoking out the phonies, fire in his veins. Running through the static, breaking all chains. They tried to bury him, but forgot he's a seed. Roots run deep and he grows at speed. Microphone assassin, taking down schemes. Colonel Chris living in your nightmares and dreams. Perish, nah, he rebirthed on the mic. Spitting so raw, turn your dark to light. Platinum like his hair, shining in the storm. Fake news crumble, real truth reborn. Fake news flying, but the man's still alive. Burning lies down, watch the truth revive. Smacking down nonsense, sharper than a knife. Colonel Chris out here, living his best life. Fake news flying, but the man's still alive. Burning lies down, watch the truth revive. Smacking down nonsense, sharper than a knife. Colonel Chris out here, living his best life.
Oh, that was funny. I'll never forget that. That was good stuff. And of course, it all started when Thea von Straten, I haven't heard from Thea, no one has in a while, she's okay, gave me a bugger off bunny at Linwood Bridge. First refugee interview ever, despite the lies of the BBC propaganda network falsely claiming they had the first one. So the bugger off bunny was this one.
Go on by, say,
oh, I love all genres.
To the left, bunny's on the scene. First so clean, move sharp, he's mean. Eyes like fire, trolls start to quake. Mess
With the bunny, big mistake.
Tiger off, bunny, protector of peace. Jump into the chaos, never on a leash. Trolls come lurking, but they can't pretend. The bunny's here and it's the bitter end. Bugger off, bunny, protector of peace. Jump into the chaos, never on a leash. Trolls come lurking, but they can't pretend. The bunny's here and it's the bitter end. Colonel's right hand and ears standing tall. One thumb from the foot sends them to the wall. Carrots in the pocket, wisdom in his paw. Trolls see the bunny, drop their jaw. Bounce, 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 the rhythm don't stop. Trolls try to climb, but the bunny's on top. Guarded, defender of the land. The bugger off bunny with the master plan. Bugger off bunny. Bugger off bunny, protector of peace. Jumping through the chaos, never on a leash. Trolls come lurking, but they can't pretend. The bunny's here and it's the bitter end. Swift as a shadow, silent in the night. Trolls meet the bunny, then they take flight. Ears like antennas, catching the sound. The bugger off bunny, king of the ground.
Haven't heard from Thea in a few months. Yeah, we've had some pretty amazing times this past 14 months since this refugee thing kicked off and I started using AI. Yeah, she's probably busy living her best life. Bugger Off Bunny. Yeah. So this is one of my favorite ones. I did this after I was so humbled, I was kind of in tears when I went to Strand and did the meet and greet. The previous year, we had like 6 people show up, and I didn't expect to see many people. I hadn't really thought about the impact of the refugee program. It really didn't hit me that many people would show up. But I mean, the Kapstraat Brouwhaus on Strand was just packed. I met South Africa's first ever transgender. Didn't know who I was. I met her there. Yeah, that was interesting. She was curious who I was, and so I met her. But all these people came to see me. It was so humbling. It was so amazing. So I went back that very evening and back to Gordon's Bay, and I came up with Meet and Greet Vibes, one of my early songs. And this one is just, it's one of my favorites. It's a short one, but I love it. It's got a nice, happy sound to it. Yes, they do. They would disappear. Colonel White's got a plan so sweet. A meet and greet down Strand's wide street. South African sun kissed the air so bright. We shared our stories through the night. Dozens gathered hearts in sync. With every smile the spirits linked. Our faces worlds apart, bound by camaraderie, heart to heart. Cheers in the air, laughter grows. Friendships tight, it ebbs and flows. Strand lit up like golden beams. A night that turns into sweet dreams. Yep, we met at Vanderbilt Park in the Val Triangle. Ronell set that all up as she always does. Evening hum with fire and glee. Connections moving wild and free. Words were sparks igniting light underneath the southern sky tonight. Oh, the beauty, unforgettable glow. Strangers and friends we didn't know. Tying threads that'll last and weave. Moments shared with hearts on sleeve. Cheers in the air, laughter grows. Friendships tight, it ebbs and flows. Strand lit up like golden beams. A night that turns into sweet dreams. That one still stirs memories for me. It was really, yeah. Yeah, we are Buffalo. We're reminiscing about last year tonight. That wasn't the plan. Refugees should never forget where they come from. Yep. Vanderbilt Park. Yep. It's pretty cool. We are enjoying the stream, even though the crowd keeps slimming down. I presume a lot of people must be going to work. This one is kind of like my theme song. I love this one. That's why I took the zip line adventure and put it on there. Caledon. Of gold sunsets and sky so blue. Mountains whisper stories of dreams so true. From oceans roaring wild to valleys deep. A heartbeat of a nation that will not sleep. Say South Africa, rise above the storm. Hands together strong, a new world is born. Beauty in our hearts, let it light the way. Evil cannot reign when we seize the day. People sing louder and shadows can't scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. The soil holds our history, roots run so long. A melody of freedom, we're singing strong. They may curse the land with lies they weave, but we hold the truth in what we believe. Their crowns may crumble, their thrones may fall, for the power is the people's above it all. Say South Africa.
can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. The people sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. The people sing louder than shadows can
Hey,
scream.
Nicola. How's it, Toledo? I met people from Toledo today. Thanks for the hunt 200 Rand.
The soil holds our history, roots run so long. A melody of freedom, we're singing strong. They may curse the land with lies they weave, but we hold the truth in what we believe. Their crowns may crumble, their thrones, their forms may fall. For the power is the people above it all. We know. Riddle.
Can you believe I have 412 songs on Suno? Remember some of them, so it's really about 206 songs I've written. Wow. This is one of my first ones, and this was for Ibrahim Rasool. Sorry, I get a little choked up with Save South Africa because it breaks my heart to see what's happened to the country. This is for Ibrahim Rasool. No, it's only 10, almost 11 here. I'm in Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. Are those shadows where headlines grow? A name engraved in whispers and undertow. Ambassador, no title, now it seems so stark. Persona non grata written in the dark. Ah! All the ties. That's right, you got Rasool. Well, you can go to DJ Silver Eagle Topic on YouTube. DJ Silver Eagle Topic on YouTube, and you can turn on, you should be able to turn on the closed caption there. That's where all the music's at.
In halls of power, a silent decree echoes and whispers across the sea. All the ties that thread and tangle tight, diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight. A step misplaced and the stage just sway. Persona non grata carried far away.
Yeah, Pat, I think we're all in the same boat.
When walls talk back and windows cry, boundaries drawn under heavy skies. In the space between the said and seen lies a story that cuts unclean.
Hey, United Justice, what's up?
Hold the ties that thread and tangle tight.
Diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight.
A step misplaced and the stage does sway. Persona non grata carried far away.
Goldilocks, $5 first time in live chat, California Bay. Wow, Goldilocks, South African or an American?
Persona non grata carried far away.
Pride was excellent. I had a good time. Then I went to the Hoover Dam. Took some South Africans there. Nobody had bribe rookies, no. Unfortunately, wasn't there. So, yeah, persona non grata. Now, I forgot this song, but it's on my DistroKid. Mondays for You and Me. What is that? Let me see if that shows up in Suno Mondays. Mondays, M-O-N-D-A-Y. Monday. This internet's, oh, it's disconnected again. You bastard. Oh my gosh, it's so annoying. Anyway, it's just a stupid internet in this place is horrible. Okay, there we go. Monday's for you and me. Okay, did it come back here? I don't remember which song that is. Come on, this stupid thing is not loading. Ugh. It's like the 50th time I've said that tonight. It's very annoying. Nothing, so I must not have labeled it properly. What is it from? These things don't give me dates, do they? Shoot. I'm not even sure what song that is. Well, let me just download it real quick and play it. Okay, if it's going to download, because I can download from there. My music is being delivered to 23 platforms and stores. Yep. Okay, come on. Oh, it's a wave. It's going to take a little bit longer. That's what you do for the Refugee's amazing time. We repay you and get a nice more. Yeah, it's probably it'd be a great documentary to do, but I got to get access to people. Okay, let me see what the Mondays for you and me is. I don't remember the song. It's my song, but I don't remember it. Oh, I made the Monday song. That's what this is. It's Monday, so this is the right song to play.
The alarm clock singing a brand new key. I'm kicking off the covers, yeah, the world is calling me. The coffee's black, the sky's a neon blue. I got a 7-day canvas and a gallon of hue. Last week's dust is swept out the door. I'm not the same girl I was the night before. I see the mountain, I see the sky. I've got 1,000 things to do and I'm not holding back. Check the list, set the pace. I've got a winter smile written on my face. Oh, it's Monday morning and the gate is wide. I'm catching the rhythm, I'm feeling the time. There's a climb, there's a bridge to burn. Every single corner is a lesson to learn. Give me the pressure, give me the heat. I'm the master of the week, I'm the pulse of the street. Yeah, Mondays go. Watch it unfold. The inbox is screaming, the phone's on fire, but my ambition is alive. Don't call it a chore, call it a chance to turn a heavy deadline into a victory dance. I'm building the empire brick by brick, finding the magic in the clock's loud tick. I see the mountain, yeah, I see the step. I've got 1,000 things to do and I'm not holding back. Check the list, set the pace. I've got a winter smile written on my face. Oh, it's Monday morning and the gate is wide. I'm catching the rhythm, I'm feeling the tide. There's a wall to climb, there's a bridge to burn. Every single corner is a lesson to learn. Give me the pressure, give me the heat. I'm the master of the week, I'm the pulse of the street. Yeah, Mondays go. Watch it unfold. Mondays in a monster, Monday is a door I'm stepping through. I'm asking for.
Oh, I could dance in my day. I don't think I could do it with the hip now. But when I was spelt, hip was working. Proof that white man can dance. You take it, hip hop, R&B, soul, Chaka Khan. Didn't matter. I could dance to the club 6 nights a week. And all the moves. Used to break dance too.
It's Monday morning and the gate is wide. corner is a lesson to learn. Give me the pressure, give me the heat. I'm the master of the week, I'm the boss of the street. 7 days of glory, 7 days of me. Monday morning, I'm ready.
Yeah, Monday morning, I forgot about that. So if anyone's wondering about how I make money off this, Spotify made $21 off of all these songs, but YouTube Red, which is when you go to DJ Silver Eagle and you watch that, I made $105 off that out of the 155 that I made in the almost year I've had this. So it's paid for the service, which cost me $50, but it's not making me any money. But still, we do the songs for fun. It'd be nice if I made money. I have a friend who's made tens of thousands of dollars off his music. It's just amazing. But I just don't have the stuff I need to do it. Anyway, so which one is this? Is this the good one? This is the one, Kidnapped by a Pimp. Sunday Night Vegas, you're not up and about. You're not doing Vegas properly. Yeah, well, those frozen daiquiris. Yep. Hey, James, what's going on, man? Kidnapped by a Pimp. This is for City Inspector, MMC for Safety in Joburg. He was kidnapped by a pimp. Thank you, Loretta.
He wore a suit and a city badge, man with a plan in hand. The Joburg Safety Council member tasked to clean the land. He went to scout those derelict walls where the shadows like to hide. But the streets of Johannesburg are cold and there ain't no place to reside. He knocked upon a heavy door to see what lay within, but they slammed it hard right in his face. A symphony of sin. Oh, the irony is heavy as a stone beneath the sun. When the man in charge of safety is the one who's on the run. If the council isn't safe within the city that they lead, how must it be for the common folk sowing every seed? It's a lonesome, dusty trail when the law gets trapped within, kidnapped by
A pimp! Where the city's walls are thin. Kidnapped by a pimp.
he and his entourage, they didn't turn away. They found a side door down the path to see the light of day. The lady of the evening stood and let them slip right through. But the air grew thick and heavy with a scent they never knew. Boom! The door slammed shut behind them, blocking out the light. And the safety of the city vanished in the dead of night. And wouldn't you know it, standing there with a gat held in his hand.
Ronaldo's not live. It's a prepared video.
In this weary, troubled land. The man who's meant to guard us was staring down the steel. A reminder that the danger in these streets is very real. Yeah, the safety officer was taken, held against his will in a city that is struggling to keep its spirit still. If a pimp can snatch the council, Lord, what hope is left for us? Just a lonesome country melody kicking up the dust. In Johannesburg, the shadows grow, and the officer is the first to go.
Same thing the hat says. Yeah, so this is what kind of pisses me off about YouTube. So I just looked. Hang on a second. So I was looking for something else, and up on my feed says it shows my feed, so I appreciate that. That's nice. It shows it there. But it says the media is lying about South Africa. 88,000 views. The podcast of Lotus Eaters. So they have 585,000. So they have five times, not quite five times so four times my subscriber base. So I should have 1/4 of the views they have. Let me see how I did. But they don't know South Africa. And here they are talking about it. It really pisses me off because, I mean, nothing against the Lotus Padius, but the podcast of Lotus, but they know nothing about it. And YouTube promotes their stuff. It really pisses me off. So when I talked about my most recent one about that, let's see what I got here for views. Well, I don't have one specifically talks about the things they're saying, but I mean, my South Africans, none of them have more than 30,000 views in the last one. Here's a 37,000, but that's Mel and Pete Fillon. That's not really about South Africa. Yeah, South Africa Taliban. Yeah, that story, 38,000. Yeah, I mean, it really, really pisses me off. Ramaphosa Dig Nancy Grave, that was 127,000. That's March 5th, so that's 24 days ago. It's my last 100,000 view video. And these guys don't know anything about South Africa, and they get all this stuff. And so it pisses me off. You know, it really does piss me off. And I'm really struggling to get 125,000 subscribers. We're just creeping up there so slowly. And the one about reporting on CBS lying, that one has no views. That really pisses me off. Not even 10,000 views on it. Thanks. Dentist appointment. Okay. All right. Noisy people walking around the hallway. Anyway, yeah. Well, we've been at this for 2.5 hours, so maybe it's time to wrap up, everybody. I'm on the wrong side of history. It's bollocks. What's bollocks? What are you talking about, Hoppity? What am I on the wrong side? Zeus Motion, thank you for the 100 Rand super chat. My t-shirt says, this is my damn shirt. This one says, this is my damn hat. What wrong side of history? You're going to make a statement like that, Hoppity. Why don't you explain yourself? I'm not on the wrong side of history of anything. What are you talking about? We're playing music. That's on the wrong side of history. What planet are you on? Okay. You're welcome, Zeus Motion. I'm just curious what form of Chibuku Hoppity is drinking there. No, they're not any deals and don't know anything, and they got 88,000 views. It really pisses me off. Just saying YouTube pushed. Oh, gotcha. Thank you, Hoppity. I'm the wrong. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Now I got you. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, no, I don't push the narrative is the problem. All right, I'm glad you're having a good start to the week. Yeah, nothing against them. They're entertaining, informative, although they seem to keep changing who they have. But yeah, they don't know South Africa, and neither do all these people who do these rugby reaction videos, watching South Africans rugby, black guys. Oh, gotcha, Hoppity. Yeah, YouTube is pushing there. If you're right, Okay, yeah, that's okay. Now I got what you're saying. Yep. Okay, Mad Max, check your WhatsApp. Okay, stay on the vitamin D. All right, I'm gonna look at doing a video before I go to bed. It's 11 o'clock now, so it's about time to wrap it up here. All right, folks. Thanks. Be sure to hit the like button. All right. Bye bye. Take care, everybody. Thanks for being here. We'll see you later today.